Hello and welcome to Filling the Sink, a podcast from Catalan News. My name's Lorcan Doherty and today we're talking about music festivals. This week, Primavera Sound is taking over Barcelona, kicking off Catalonia's summer festival season. On this week's podcast, Filling the Sink drops in on Primavera to sample the atmosphere. We'll have music from up-and-coming Catalan artist Ven'nus and a guide to some of the festivals you can check out over the next few months. I'm joined today by Cillian. Hello, Cillian.
Hey, Lorcan, how are you?
Good to see you as always. And Alan Ruiz Terol. It's been a while, Alan.
Hi, Lorcan. How's it going? Good. I'm here for a bonus track.
For one night only, one week only.
Yeah.
Alan's back. Well, it's good to see you. And you're both going to Primavera Sound, which is on this week. We're going to be talking a little bit about that. We're actually recording this on Tuesday, so before it all happens. This is the biggest festival in Catalonia, isn't it? It's so well known abroad. Biggest crowds, biggest names. It's big money too. But on the music side of things, Cillian, what are you looking forward to?
Oh, there's so much, especially for me, the Friday. I'm really, really looking forward to that. We've got some of the biggest artists in certainly electronic music at the moment. Fred again, absolutely huge, exploding on the scene over the past couple of years. We've got Fortet as well, an absolute legend over the past couple of decades. And Skrillex also, who's just an absolutely multi-genre talent. Daphne as well, aka Caribou, he's going to be closing off the night. And you've got other bands like New Order, Depeche Mode, legends. Kendrick Lamar as well, like one of the biggest rappers in the world as well. I'm really looking forward to all of that.
And of course, don't forget Rosalía, the pride of Catalonia.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You wouldn't let us forget that.
Homecoming.
I've never seen her before. This is going to be my first chance to see her. I'm really looking forward to that.
Herself for a huge show.
Yeah, it's going to be a big show.
Yeah, but actually, I think what I like most about Primavera and this kind of festival is just like to walk around and enjoy whatever the festival has to offer. Like, let yourself be surprised by the artist just like playing. I remember a few years ago, actually, I discovered the artist popularly known as Christine and the Queens. I think he now goes by the Red Car. And he will be playing again this year in Primavera Sound. So I'm very looking forward to seeing him live again.
It's also less stressful approach, isn't it? Because if you try and follow all the stage times and you're running from one place to another, I think that's a good way to do it.
You can kind of get lost in the strictness of the timetables, can't you, a little bit? So I'm a little bit like that for Friday. I've got my artists that I absolutely want to see, but I think Thursday and Saturday I can be a bit more free with it. But exactly to what you were saying, Alan, like just get lost in discovering new artists. I think that works best for Primavera because for two reasons. There's so many artists playing, so many that there's no chance you're going to know all of them, so you're absolutely going to discover something new. But also, it covers pretty much any genre you can imagine, Primavera Sound. Most others would have like a bit of like a genre that it would identify as, but Primavera, it's absolutely everything. You can get rock, you can get rap, electronic, R&B, urban music, jazz even. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it really started as an indie music festival, but now it's just like mainstream music and like this genre fluid.
But not just mainstream, I would say. Like a lot of underground artists would be playing as well. A lot of like lesser known, as well as the biggest names in the world. Calvin Harris, of course. You know, you want to talk about mainstream, absolutely. But
it's the biggest names. It attracts massive crowds as well. Hundreds of thousands of people attended. 56% of them were foreign in 2019, so that's interesting. And 120 million euros Primavera Sound is worth to Barcelona on a single weekend edition. That was back in 2019. There are lots of offshoots and parallel events now. It's kind of growing into this bit of a beast.
No, absolutely, yeah. There's Primavera Pro, but then also Primavera a la Ciutat, so Primavera in the city. That's great. It's just free concerts, essentially, for the locals. You don't necessarily have to have a festival ticket. And the idea is just to get locals, let them enjoy a bit of the fun as well, who otherwise wouldn't have much interest in paying so much money for a full ticket.
Free, but hard to get a ticket for as well.
I mean, that's true. Sometimes they're a bit limited, all right, yeah. And as well, they take place in Apollo and Razzmatazz, where obviously the capacity is limited.
Well, now, thanks to a bit of podcasting editing magic, we're going to hear now from Gerard Escaich Folch, who is going, or who went, to Primavera on Thursday.
I just arrived here at Primavera Sound, and it's music here, music there, music there, music here again. Oh, like it's music everywhere, like music and thousands of people. Like many of them are international, and to be fair, they have come from very, very far away.
All right, how's it going? We're here at Primavera. My name is Finn Carroll, and I'm from New Mexico.
My name is Sophie Carroll. I'm from New Mexico. We're siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're here for, many people, but Drain Gang, New Order, Pink Pantheress, a lot of people.
Hi, my name is Jeff LaCroix. I'm from Columbus, Ohio.
I am Jennifer LaCroix from Columbus, Ohio.
We got the notification that Depeche Mode was going to headline one night, and I've seen them before. I loved them, and my wife has never seen them. We do a festival every year, and we just chose Barcelona and Primavera Sound. We're here all weekend and then all next week into the weekend. Just going to explore, make the best of, traveling 4,000 miles. You don't weekend that.
My name is Mireia. I'm from Valencia and I live in Barcelona.
My name is Ilse. I'm from Mexico and I live here.
My name's Curtis. I'm from Wales, but I've been living here for about 5 years.
We were just at Sudan Archives. That was really nice. We were at Ghost. It was really nice as well.
Red Velvet we're going to see as well if we can.
The lineup for me this year is perfect because
really nice.
There's like a bunch of big 80s bands that I love. We had Pet Shop Boys yesterday, which was incredible. We're going to see New Order tonight, and we're going to see Depeche Mode, so I'm really excited.
To be fair, this is my first time here at Primavera Sound. I've never come here before, and I think I might not be the only one.
Hi, my name is Renzo Galesio, also known as Lorenzo Di Coco. Lorenzo Di Coco from Lima, Peru, from the band Los Lagartos. One day we'll be here. To be completely 100% honest, I didn't know any of what was happening. I saw that there was an early bird, so I said, I don't know Europe, fuck it, I'm going to come here. So we are here, the bands and the atmosphere, everything is great, except the prices.
I haven't been to many music festivals, but if this is how other music festivals around the world look like, this is an amusement park. It's not a music festival, it's an amusement park. There's food, there's even plenty of things to do. That's not what I was expecting, to be fair.
Well, for me, there are a lot of good festivals in the UK, but the weather's not so good. I don't really like camping either. With Primavera Sound, they have a really eclectic lineup. There's a lot of good bands every year, and every year it's a little bit different.
I used to really enjoy as well the amount of Catalan acts they had, and this year they don't have those many Catalan acts, which is a bit sad because I listen to a lot of Catalan music, so I would like to say that in the future I want more Catalan music again.
Yeah, I support that.
We've done Welcome to Rockville, we've done Sonic Temple, we've done Riot Fest in Chicago, and this is massive. It's spectacular.
I think US festivals are different from Primavera or festivals in Europe in general. People honestly wear different outfits and fashion. People are much more casual here. I don't know if it's just my music taste, but it has such amazing artists in terms of not being extremely mainstream pop. It just has a lot of cool almost chiller artists who aren't just extremely rap, extremely pop hits.
And especially compared to most American festivals where it's about a subject, you have kind of everybody in one place and you're on the beach and it's pretty good vibes.
Yeah.
Well, I think that after walking around and meeting many new people, it's time to grab a drink and enjoy some music. Bye!
Thanks very much to Gerard for that report. The big news this year with Primavera Sound too, Cillian, is that it is not just happening in Barcelona, but Madrid as well. So, because that has been a bit of a controversy which has been running for the last couple of years. Will it, won't it?
Precisely. It's setting up now, but that said, there is an agreement in place at the moment to keep it in Barcelona until 2027. But after that, obviously, we'll see about the contracts. And this kind of stems just from previous issues that the organisers have had with the local council about various problems with renting the space at Parc del Fòrum. Gabi Ruiz, one of the directors of Primavera Sound, he's always accused the local council of seeing them as a bit of a nuisance and complaining that the city didn't believe in the festival.
And of course, it goes without saying that Barcelona, Madrid, there's a little bit of rivalry there as well. So, there's that edge to it as well.
Yeah, exactly. Holding these threats to leave over them. And yeah.
But I think that if we step backwards, it's also part of a larger trend in the music festival industry, which you see festivals basically scaling up, holding the same festival twice or even like 3 times.
Because the lineup is pretty much identical as well.
Yeah.
I think
like
it would be identical,
theme
but
changes.
for just agenda problems that wouldn't coincide completely. But essentially,
Yeah, and actually, and on the same week, there'll also be another Primavera Sound festival in Porto. So, like in the matter of like 2 weeks, like you have Primavera Sound Barcelona, Primavera Sound Madrid, Primavera Sound Porto, and all these artists like moving from city to city, which in a way
like
makes
a traveling circus a little bit.
yeah, exactly. But it also makes sense because like organizing these shows costs so much money that if you can reduce a bit like the costs by like scaling up and saying like, okay, like you're coming to Spain, so we're offering you like these like different shows that you can play. So it's in a way like it's
makes it more worthwhile for the artist to make the journey and add those dates onto their tour, I guess. No,
yeah, they're doing the same in Latin America this year. They'll have basically like very similar shows, I think, in Sao Paulo, in Buenos Aires, in Bogota as well. And like the whole idea is that the music industry has changed like a lot, like over the past few decades. Artists can no longer live off record sales, and streaming music doesn't bring so much money, so they need to hit the road and tour. And of course, like, people are desperate for live music, especially after the pandemic, and that helps explain, I think, this surge in live music. And of course, like, music festivals are not only in the center of the music industry but also of contemporary culture, and they are like touching on like big topics like in the environment, technology. They are at the center of these conversations too.
One example of a festival, Cillian, that's very much rooted in technology as well as the music side of things is Sónar, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. This is like the second biggest festival here in Barcelona, isn't it?
That's absolutely right. Yeah, music, creativity and technology. It's sort of its tagline. And Sónar, it's like much more electronic music based. Its 30th anniversary this year is paying tribute to club culture. Their website says that it's celebrating the DJ as a current day cultural symbol.
And it's on from June 15th to 17th, and you're heading along to that one too?
Yes, I am. Yeah, looking forward to that a lot. We've got some very interesting artists playing. Bicep, it's good Belfast boys.
Good Belfast boys indeed.
Aphex Twin as well. Peggy Goo, Amelie Lenz, Little Sims.
Eric Prides. He's obviously moved into a more alternative scene since Call on Me back in the day.
Call on Me, which I believe he no longer plays it anymore because he sort of doesn't want to be associated with that.
Right.
That looks like an amazing show, in fact, because it's not just a musical show. This goes back to the technology that you're saying. Sónar is like so focused on audio visual experiences as well. So this Eric Prides show, it's Eric Prides Presents Hollow. I've seen some videos of it before, and it looks like an incredible kind of visual performance as much as it is musical. And that's what Sónar is all about, like different technologies, mixing it with the sort of entertainment experience that can be offered.
And like Primavera, there are multiple kind of side shows and parallels as well, especially Sónar Plus D.
Precisely, yeah. This is a side show that's a lot more focused on the new technologies, but not only is it performances, but there's also exhibitions, there's talks, discussions. It happens in the Sónar by Day part of the festival in the same location, and it's as much of a tech fair really as it is a music festival. And as we've spoken about before, it comes with this central theme. This year it's artificial intelligence. It's going to address the possible ethical and social consequences of the use of artificial intelligence in music and audiovisual production. And the second major theme of the Sónar Plus D this year is how the art world is responding to the climate crisis. It's using performances driven by advanced technology aimed at sort of inviting the audience to think about the relationship with the planet in new ways.
And also addressing the climate crisis, Cillian, which is the other big festival here in Barcelona, the third of the big three, if you like, is really pushing a sustainability agenda this year. So this is from 5th to the 8th of July, and it has bands like Placebo, Sigur Rós, Franz Ferdinand, and sustainability. They're really putting that front and centre, Cillian.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing a couple of things like the drink cups that you get. They're not going to have any brand identity on them, no graphics. And the idea here is that they'll be able to be washed and reused at other events. That'll probably only work if other events allow outside cups to be used, but sure, we'll see what happens there.
I mean, the interesting thing about Korea, it's quite a different festival to, say, Primavera Sound. 95% of the people that go to the festival are actually from here, compared to, as we said earlier, like Primavera attacks a big international crowd, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Another thing that's really important about Cruïlla this year is that they're trying to limit the amount of generators that they use. Generators emit CO2. So that the idea here is that they're going to be able to work with Endesa, the electricity company here, to be able to provide more peak power from the grid in the moments that they need it.
Aside from the festivals happening here in Barcelona, it's also been a historic year in terms of one-off concerts.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you cannot really overstate like how big are the artists that are coming this year to Barcelona. Of course, we've already had Bruce Springsteen.
We did a podcast on that.
Elton John. But like there are like a lot of artists still coming. Like for instance, the Who, Beyonce, Maroon 5, Bob Dylan, Juan Luis Guerra, Harry Styles, Iron Maiden, The Weeknd, Elvis Costello. I could go on, but just to give an idea of like the big names that are coming to Barcelona.
And Barcelona City Council actually said that it's going to be a record year in terms of the venue that they run at the Olympic Stadium there.
Yeah, there was an article from last December saying that they had 140 events planned and they expected around 1,400,000 visitors, which is a lot. But
and it's like nearly double last year, something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, and they said it was going to be the first time that the Olympic Stadium sells out 8 times. But like that article is from last December, and we were just checking here, and that doesn't include Beyonce. So it was like a 9th time. Yeah. So you can imagine that there's even more events probably planned. And so it was already like a record year in December, and now I'm sure it's even more than that.
I suppose there's been a bit of build-up of pressure after the pandemic. We had so many cancellations. You know, I think Elton John was meant to play here literally 4 years ago. It's his farewell tour. And, there's some other artists in a similar situation as well. So it just means that it seems like every weekend, and you live close by, you tuning into these concerts like just from your bedroom.
Yeah, live music for free.
Whether you like it or not.
So happy, but
yeah, whether you like it or not, exactly. Well, we've had plenty of chat about music. It's time to listen to some now. This is Valeria, or better known as Ven'nus. She's an upcoming artist from Sabadell, and we caught up with her at Primavera Pro at the Meet Catalan Music Showcase.
Em dic Valeria, tinc un projecte que es diu Ven'nus.
My name is Valeria. I have a project called Ven'nus and I am from Sabadell. Now I live in Barcelona and I just turned 23.
Recent complerts. El 2021...
Back in 2021, I posted my first EP called El Naixement, The Birth, because it was like doing the birth of Venus by Botticelli. It was a little reference to that. Now in 2023, at the end of February, to end the worst month of the year, we released Bocata Rosa, the first full-length album.
Al final, Bocata Rosa explica una imatge gràfica molt visual.
Bocata Rosa refers to someone lying on the floor, face down. It speaks of the moment where you hit rock bottom, but you decide that from there everything must go up.
És que a partir d'allà tot va cap amunt. Jo crec que el meu és una mica com...
I think what I do is pop. It's also a softer, more introspective, atmospheric electronica, but I still think it's electronic pop.
Però crec que no deixa de ser una electrònica pop.
I si em moro en l'intent de deixar-te caure, a tu que tens llit on anar, i jo que m'ofego amb mig got de cubata pel gargot que se'm passa pel cap, i tu que no plores i et passa.
Jo, primer de tot, faig la lletra.
First of all, I do the lyrics. I have a huge list of lyrics. I like prose, poetry. Then I work on the production. I make a soundtrack for the moments and memories that I have created.
Pels moments i records que jo he creat. Bueno, això que el primer que faig és composar jo des de casa meva.
I compose at home. I do the demos and then move to the studio, which is where the magic occurs. But we try to keep some layers recorded at home because that is what makes it bedroom pop. So it feels homemade and it keeps its identity.
Més casolà, saps? No perdre la identitat. Que al final és musicoteràpia.
It's like music therapy. You may feel bad, but it's not until you find the right words that you know how to get out of it. So making music or composing helps you ease tension.
Crec que
I think we need to put the handbrake on a little bit and ask who we are, what we do, and let's feel good. People told me my music left them in a state of peace, that it touched them at a very profound level, and this is very cool.
Això és molt guai.
Moltes gràcies, Barcelona, com estem?
That was Ven'nus. Our thanks to her. Do check her out. And we actually have a video of her performing on our website as well, catalannews.com. Well, up to now, we've actually just been talking about Barcelona, but there's festivals happening all over the place in Catalonia. We should get out and about here a bit. The Costa Brava, Alan, is a good spot to go to if you want to check out some festivals.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We have the Cap Roig Festival in Calella de Palafrugell. And also Porta Ferrada in Sant Feliu de Guíxols. These are not really festivals. I would call them maybe more concert cycles. I don't know if
it's like a series of concerts.
Yeah, it's like on weekend nights during the summer.
I can imagine the vibe, Mediterranean in the background, the stars
dressed
in the sky,
in white.
Music in the air.
Exactly. In Cap Roig, it's in Calella de Palafrugell at the Jardí Botànic de Cap Roig. So it's like a very beautiful
Botanic Gardens.
Very beautiful setting. Some of the artists playing there are like Rod Stewart, Ara Malikian, Nora Jones, and also Catalan artists like Silvia Pérez Cruz, Stay Homeless, or Damaris Gelabert.
Stay Homeless, who everyone got into during the pandemic. They kept us entertained when we were all in lockdown.
Mm-hmm. And in Porta Ferrada, you have the likes of Jethro Tull, Jorge Drexler, Ben Harper, and even the Argentine comedy and music group Les Luthiers. So it's like for all tastes.
All tastes. Yeah. But the vibe is a bit different than if we went to some of the festivals with rock in their name. We've got Canet Rock, Cabro Rock. Cabro is like, what?
Cabro?
Asshole? No? Yeah. So that's a good name for a festival.
Yeah, I've been to Cabro Rock actually with a friend of mine. It was fun. And it's like a completely different vibe.
That is a festival.
Yeah, and also like in terms of the artists who play there, it's like I would say it's almost 100% local Catalan artists, especially pop and rock bands. Like the Cabro Rock takes place in Vic, in central Catalonia. The Canet Rock takes place in Canet de Mar, so by the sea. And there are like actually some of the artists are playing in both festivals. Like you have Els Amics de les Arts, you have the Tallets, who I think we
did a podcast with the Tallets. I went to speak to one of them. Yeah, they're doing brilliant. I hear them on the radio all the time.
So you're already familiar with these Catalan artists.
So Canet Rock is on 1st of July. Cabro Rock is on June 16th and 17th. Another one maybe in a similar vibe is Acampara Jove on July 13th to 15th.
Exactly, yeah. And this is kind of the same style of music as Cabro Rock, Canet Rock. But the big difference here is that it also has a political side to it. It's a festival that's actually organised by the youth group of Esquerra Republicana, the pro-independence party.
Right. I didn't realise that. I saw the posters and it's all like kind of anti-fascist and that. So
Sí. That's it.
And then the one that we haven't mentioned, the big one, is Vida Festival as well, Cillian?
Exactly, yeah. I think it's probably the fourth biggest in Catalonia, the biggest outside Barcelona. It takes place in Vilanova i la Geltrú every year.
Just down the coast from us here.
Yeah, lovely part of the country. From June 29th to July 1st. And we've got some big headliners from Aurora, Las Vegas, Jorge Drexler, Niño de Elche, Panda Bear and Sonic Boom, Suede, The Libertines. Big festival.
Libertines still going. There
Yeah. Big festival.
Well, there you have it. We have loads of festivals to check out this summer, all through June, July, August. Loads of music happening all around Catalonia. And to keep up to date, if you want to check the dates, the prices, anything like that, we've got all the information on catalannews.com. Time now for our Catalan phrase. And you're back for 1 week only, Alan. I suppose I'll
do the honors.
You do the honors.
I mean, we talked a lot about like different music genres. So I thought that a good phrase would be sobre gustos no hi ha res escrit.
So on tastes, there's nothing written.
Yeah,
literally.
You can like pop, rock, reggaeton, electronic music. Like there's a festival for you, for sure.
Sobre gustos no hi ha res escrit.
Exactly.
And that's all we've got time for today. Thanks very much for joining me, Alan and Cillian.
Thanks very much for having us.
Thanks to you, Lorcan.
Great to have you back, Alan.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
thanks to everyone who contributed to this week's podcast, and thanks of course to you for listening. We're back again next Saturday with another episode of Filling the Sink. Until then, from me, Lorcan Doherty, and all of us here at Catalan News, bye for now. Adieu.